Congratulations, you got into your top school, but now what? Nobody tells you this, but getting accepted is actually the easy part. What you do between admission and your first semester is what separates students who thrive from students who are overwhelmed, stressing over things, and constantly catching up. And today, I am breaking down the real first year playbook, the stuff that professors know, upperclassmen gatekeep, and your high school did not prepare you for. Stay to the end because the most important thing is what first years always mess up, and it will affect every single class you take. Let's get busy. The first one is the mindset shift that nobody warns you about. You're not in high school anymore. No one cares who you were. No one cares about your reputation, your friend group, your GPA, or your AP classes. That's a good thing. It means that you can start fresh. But here's a catch. College challenges you on purpose. You will feel confused at times, and that's how learning works. So, your first mindset shift is going to be this: confusion isn't failure, it is growth. Comment growth if you're claiming that mindset for your freshman year. Moving on to my second point, the secret academic playbook that your professors wish you knew. This makes or break your first semester grades. Tip number one is to read your syllabus. Then read it again. Everything, I mean everything you need is in there. Your deadlines, grading policy, late work rules, how your professor likes assignment, because there are some professors who prefer you submit in PDF over documents. I've had experiences like that before when I was taking um, college level courses, office hours, required materials like your books. Professors will literally write down the exam schedule on the syllabus, and students will still ask, when's the test? It takes me to high school days. Like, we don't do that here. You're responsible. You're actually responsible now, outside of school and inside of school. Tip number two is to go to class, every single one, unless you're sick. And I don't know, you can do the work virtually and it's not required that you actually attend the class physically. Tip number three is to join a class group me or whatever website that your class or college is using. Someone always makes one, okay? This is the stuff where reminders, study groups, and last minute take notes last class happens basically. Tip number four is to always ask your professors questions. If you're unsure about how something is supposed to be graded, ask or read the syllabus. People build off their entire careers based off relationships they had with their professors, or research, recommendation letters, internship, and other opportunities, especially if you're someone who's on the pre-med track and you're looking for lab work or trying to be a research assistant for a paper so that your name gets so you can acquire credibility. This is the perfect time to start making those relationships. My third point is a skill that saves your GPA. Your university mail becomes your headquarters. Check it daily. Please, I know emails are not as important during your high school years, but they are now. So please go ahead and change that username or just make another email with a professional name right now. Pause this video. I'm right here. Just go do that right now. First years miss events, scholarships, opportunities, and even schedule changes because they don't check their email. The fourth point is study like a college student, not a high schooler. Here's where freshmen crash and burn. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. You can't memorize your way through college. You need actual systems, not waiting to the last minute to submit an essay that was due that night. Okay, it happens, but it shouldn't be a habit, right? In fact, I just watched this video and it gives you a really good overview of first year experiences and regrets from upperclassmen. So if you want to check that video out, you can. I personally enjoyed it and I think it'll be helpful to you too. As always, the video is linked below. Alright, so here's a simple method to actually study like a college student. Number one is to review your notes the same day, at least 10 minutes. Number two is to try to at least study the week before exams and midterms. Number three is to make mini study groups. Number four is to ask questions early. Number five is to use free campus resources like writing labs, tutoring centers, etc. College isn't about being a genius, it's about being proactive and willing to learn from your mistakes. If you're on Instagram or TikTok, make sure to comment study and I'll send you a document of study methods that will transform you into an academic weapon. Your friends are not even going to recognize you when you start racking up those A's and you're still trying to figure out where their classes are. My fifth point is your social life. This might just be the most important thing that I say to you. Make your friends early. Talk to your roommate. Sit next to people that you don't know. Join clubs, any club. And if you don't find the club that you want, then make your own. Go to events even if it makes you feel awkward, because for me, I never went to a high school football game. Don't judge. Time flies in college, as it did in high school. You're probably in your senior year, you're looking back in your freshman year, you're gonna be like, what the heck just happened? You don't want to blink and realize that your last year of college, you did absolutely nothing. The sixth point is staying safe and smart. Long story short, lock your dorm rooms, lock your car, don't leave valuables out because that's dumb. Because I was always raised to like always hide like valuable things in the car because you never know who's looking inside and just decides to break your windshield. Travel with friends or an officer at night, which is probably more safe because no, not our friends are your friends. So campus safety is so real nowadays, especially if you're constantly on the news. You see all the type of things that happen not only in high schools but in colleges now. So be smart, be vigilant, and be aware. I promise you, your safety matters more than your degree. If you were to choose over your life and your degree, you'd probably choose your life. So just be safe. Don't travel like during midnight. Just go to your dorm. Just go to your dorm, lock your doors, and be safe. My seventh point. Oh, that's not seven. Is that seven? Yes, that's seven. But I'm holding the mic, so it's kind of like difficult to say the seven. Yeah. My seventh point. Trust me, we're getting there. Money tips that schools don't teach you. Here's what's actually going to be helpful during your first year. Number one is going affordable is a lifesaver. If you don't have the money to even attend your top school, then you probably shouldn't attend it. I'm just saying. Because the repercussions and the debt that you're going to be in afterwards is really not worth it. You can get the same degree literally anywhere else, any other institution. I bet you there are community college students out there who are performing four-year students because they made wise financial decisions from the beginning. They're not over here stressed about college debt as much, of course, unless times have changed now with the whole, big beautiful bills and all that stuff. But for the most part, just make wise financial decision catered to your education. For example, I got accepted into Berry College, but that tuition, I don't know. I don't know. Number two is to apply for internships early, and you probably will see this on your Instagram or TikTok feed. But trust me, it is so helpful. Right now, I'm doing an internship at like a government council. I'm not gonna specify where, just for safety reasons and privacy reasons. But they can be so helpful. It's so nice to put on your resume. It prepares you for whatever job that you want or career that you want in the future. Now this isn't even from me, but I remember interviewing um, a staff member at the internship that I work at, and she recommended to always go for internships that pay. It's always important, of course, to get experience, but if you can find an internship that pays, then that's also amazing as well, because you're in college and you're also broke, unless, of course, you're rich. Which is really nice. I'm proud of you. That's amazing. It is a blessing to come from a financially stable home. So if you're rich, then I still recommend you get an internship that pays. It just makes more sense, right? Number three is to learn basic financial habits right now. Track your spending, compare textbook options, understand your budgeting style, avoid unnecessary fees. And if you need more help planning out your schedule or your finances or assignments for your first year, a physical planner that you can find in the description below. So if you're interested in checking that out, make sure to either DM me, comment digital planner, or you can just go, like I said before, in the description and click whichever one you want. I know some people prefer digital planners over physical ones, so I just gave you both options. Having a digital planner or any planner, if I'm being honest, makes your life so much easier. It just makes things look easier. I know that I get overwhelmed and extremely stressed out when I have to complete or finish something one day and I forget certain things. Like I know there's something I need to accomplish, but I just can't remember. So having a planner and all that stuff just keeps you organized and it just helps you remain vigilant and disciplined when it comes to completing your work and staying up to date on all the things that you are keeping track of in your first year. So it can be your mood, it can be your assignments, your schedule, it can be your internships. I created like a section where you can keep tracks of your jobs and your accomplishments because that really helped me in high school when I was applying to college. I didn't have to look through or dig through my emails to find like all the certificates that I've won, worn, like I'm just wearing my certificate, all the certificates that I've won. So it was extremely helpful during that time. Before we talk about the last point that will literally save your college year, let's talk about freshman year skills that nobody talks about. So here are life skills that you should master before or during your first semester. Doing your laundry, especially in a place where you are sharing like washing machines and you're sharing like a roommate. So a lot of things can get cluttered everywhere. So it's nice to build those skills and that discipline now. Balancing your social life and school. So this is where the digital planner comes in again. It allows you to just stay organized and you're able to have fun without feeling guilty because you've already accomplished what you wanted to do for that day. Number three is emailing professionally because it has a lot to do with your first impressions to teachers, your academic advisor, etc. Number four is time management. And this is another tip that I got from a mentor of mine. Um, who talked about how time management doesn't actually exist. It's actually you're actually managing um, what you do during that time because you can't manage time. Time is constant. You can't control it. But what you can control is what you use that time for. So instead of time management, you can't. It's impossible to fit like so many things in a day, if that makes sense. But what you can do is you can prioritize some things on Monday and then complete other tasks on later during the week. So that's like a nice way to manage your time. Number five is keeping your dorm organized. Nobody wants to have a roommate that's stinky or leave stuffs on the floor. Number six is reading long documents, including long PDFs that you will have to read for class. But for now, reading long documents are also extremely helpful because this is our adulting era. Like, we're going to be reading a lot of the times. So if you don't like it, better like it now. Number seven is communicating with adults. I'm sure your college will probably have like mental health days or maybe a therapist on school grounds to help you with like academic issues or just life in general. Number eight is managing stress, which is very important because for me, I don't know about you, but when I get stressed, I tend to eat a lot. But I'm getting better now because it's really not helping my pockets. So yeah, you can go to the gym, take up a new hobby, just walk around your school campus. Literally anything except stuffing your face. This is it. This is the final point that I want to mention in this video. The tip that will carry you your entire college year. I saved the most important information for last because this will change everything. Ask for help early, especially during your first year. Don't wait until the midterm or when you're lost, when you're overwhelmed, when you're behind. Professors want to help you. And in the video that I recommended for you guys to watch, a student mentioned that they didn't reach out to their advisors until like I think their junior year or their third year of college. Don't do that. The most successful students are not the smartest. They're the ones who refuse to struggle in silence. If you want more life-changing hacks, organization systems, lifestyle content, or just tips that makes your college transition easier, then make sure to follow all my socials, they are linked below. And if you want to actually stay organized once the semester starts, check out the digital and the physical planners that I made. They are specifically made for students who want to stay on top on deadlines without burning out. Anyways guys, like this video and drop a comment on which school you're going to and share this video with your future roommate because they need it too. Oh, I actually forgot to mention one thing, and not doing this may actually ruin your first year, and that's not subscribing. So make sure to click that red button or just follow me on my social accounts. Remember, I stay busy so you don't have to.